Hi, this is Vicki with Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to week 3 of 3 is Best. How did your pudding turn out? Mine was delicious. It was amazing. This week we're going to actually do some more fun things, and we're even going to get to make a triangle hat together. I'm really excited to see all of you in your three-sided triangle hats. Should be really cute. Okay, well, let's get started. This is activity number 8. For this learning activity, you're going to need your yellow and red counters from your teacher's kit. And in your box, you're going to find a piece of paper with lots of numbers on it. Looks just like this. And at the top of the page is this empty rectangle. What you want to do is write the number that you would like your learner to find, like the number 3. And then using the counters, they will find the numbers that they think are threes. So I would maybe put my counter here and here. This is a really great game for recognition of pretty much anything. All you need is a grid of squares that you can fill them with whatever you want them to have to practice recognizing, whether it's numbers or letters or shapes, and then use counters to cover them once they actually find them. You could also do sight words, anything along those lines, equations, all of those things would work great. Our next activity is number 9, and we're actually going to make little jam sandwiches. So in your box, you'll find a collection of little jams in individual containers, and we're going to do a little bit of experimenting to find just the right jam for your triangle sandwich. For this, you'll need bread and obviously the jam. Triangle sandwiches are actually cut on the diagonal, and obviously they're named that because they actually make triangles. So what we'll have the learner do is spread the jam on the bottom slice, and if they're little, really little, like 2, you can hold the bread for them while they spread the jam on. And then have the child put the other slice of the bread on top, and then using a butter knife cut the sandwich on the diagonal and make 2 triangles. Children as little as 2 can make simple sandwiches like this with pretty limited help. From age 3, they can do this pretty much independently. Food that children make themselves is actually more likely to be eaten. After all, doesn't everyone like their own cooking the best? So here we are, activity number 10, the triangle hat. It is so easy to make. What you want to do is take the paper and fold it lengthwise. And then run your finger along the crease. We'll use that line in the paper as a guide for another step. Next, we want to actually fold it the other way. The red line shows the crease that we made in the previous step. Now we're going to fold the upper corners to the crease line. And it should look like this when you're done. Now we're going to fold the bottom piece up on this side, right on that line that we were using, and then the other. And now you've got your hat. And it should look like this. It's all ready to wear. You can add tape to keep the bottom pieces up. Obviously, you could decorate the hat to personalize it. And the hat can be worn this way, kind of sideways, or with the tip of it at your forehead going the other way. Totally your choice. This is activity number 11, and it's called the 1, 2, 3 game. Each of the players gets a number strip like you see here. We've actually provided numbers 1, 2, and 3. In the bag, you'll find these little cards, each with a representation of a number, and these can actually be put in the middle like this, because they're going to be the things that we draw. So the way the game works is a child draws a card out of the middle and then sees if it matches their number. If so, it adds it to their strip. You can see that the little images have all sorts of things on them. We have hashtags like these, little marks. We have fingers showing the number. We have, dice. which show the number. We have, a 10 grid. Um, we have, well, the word for the number, numbers of objects to count, whatever, lots of different ways to represent the number 7. This game is really fun and it's great to work on numbers and the number of representations of that number that they actually cover. Well, this is our last activity for our birthday session. 3 is best. We hope that you enjoyed it. Our next section is Waterworks, which should be fun for those last days of summer.